Isn't painting a room so annoying? Because I wanted to get my room painted with this sort of green pastel color that's pretty, or I think it's pretty. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's sea salt. Let me look it up. But think of a nice, pretty green that is not vomit colored, promise. And I want to paint my room like this, but I've realized in order to do so, I have to move everything out of my room. And in doing so, I have to reorganize things, and it's just a lot of effort. So I have to grab my desk, get it out. In order to grab my desk, I need to get my monitor, and I have to get my mouse pad and my mouse. I have a couple trinkets on my desk that I need to get rid of. I have a notepad usually with some information. And then I have to move that out the room, but then in order to move my desk, I have to move my desktop computer because my desktop computer is underneath my desk. And then I have to move that, and then so I have to move my chair, obviously. I have to move my bed, and then I have to move some of my shirts and my dresser and my nightstand. Then what am I going to do with the light? Because the plug is kind of further up on the wall, and so my cord for my lamp isn't long enough for it to rest on the floor, so it has to rest on a nightstand. So that I have to deal with. Maybe get an extension cord, and it's just all a big hassle to paint a place that is already furnished, I feel. The living room was much easier to paint. I painted it some weird grayish color. They always talk about Sherman Williams. Is that his name? What is the paint guy? I just think of when they say Sherwin Williams, I think of what William Sherman? Is that his name? The guy from the Civil War. Every time he's all that comes to my mind. I'm not thinking about paint as soon as I see that name. I'm thinking about battle, cannons, all that good stuff. But yeah, so it's this Sherwin Williams color. That's great. And I guess Sherwin Williams is the current thing. My mother was really invested in all the colors. She knew every shade of gray, apparently. Every shade of any color for that matter, it seemed. And to me, it was just a basic color, right? I just see gray. I don't see the deeper meaning behind it. But yeah, I had to move the couch and TV. See, all these annoying things already had to be done. Don't do it. So that paint container has just sat there for like over a month. Really has. And I think it's gonna sit there for many more months to come. Many more months. I don't know how long paint lasts. Long enough to be on your walls for like 10 years, so I think it should be fine when it's all clumped up in a container. Earlier, I heard a door open. I was like, what was that? And I looked, and the closet door had opened on its own. Oh, so spooky. So scary. Ooh. So yeah, it was the wind, for sure. This door, my room, my closet door, they said it opens by itself because of the wind, but it hasn't since I've been here. I think they just weren't shutting it right. So I push on it, and I wait until I hear the click, right? You know what I'm talking about? When that little metal piece slides into the hole. I don't think it was fully locked in Alien. It wasn't. Same with the front door. It's not always fully locked in Alien. So it's problematic. Yes.